can't wait for me to be a bad dog. Let's do it today. Let's stand out. Let's stand out for every man next to you. It gotta mean something. It gotta mean something. If we want to go somewhere, we gotta do it today. We gotta do it today. Let's go. Let's go, baby. All in, all out, baby. All in. Win on three. 1, 2, 3, win.
Yo, 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 what's up, everyone? It is me, Will Kleiner Recaps, back to recap another game. Unfortunately, it is not on a positive note. Now, I wait at least a day. I rarely ever do these on the day the game happens. Sometimes it's because the game goes late and I have to get up the next morning or whatever the case may be. But most of the time it's because after a loss, I'm not very fun to be around. I mean, I'm still not happy with what happened yesterday, but I'm definitely better off now than I would have been immediately following the game. So I never do an instant reaction. I know some people like to do instant reactions, things like that. But I will never do that, and that's one of the reasons why I do it. Yeah, it was bad. Yeah, we lost, which is never a good thing. To be honest with you, I can't really remember much about individual things that happened and things like that. But I mean, it's hard to keep track of that kind of stuff when the team loses. It's extremely hard to keep track of stuff like that when the team loses. And they lost. So yeah. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I mean, it started out as a game that we were winning, but it was close, and then before we knew it, they were up by 1. A lot of mistakes. I mean, when you punt the ball and a turnover happens and you recover it and you're right at the goal line, well, not goal line, but like you're in the red zone, you're pretty close to the end zone, and you can't put it in. And not only can you not put it in, you get nothing because you throw a Hail Mary interception at like the 5-yard line. Your day's not going very well. And they got down the field, and I think they missed a field goal. So it stayed 14-13 at the half, which gave you some kind of hope, like, okay, well, this game isn't out of hand. I mean, we can get back into this thing. But it got out of hand, unfortunately. A lot of things happened. They scored several more points. We gave them a safety. Another one of those, Jimmy? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, a lot of things didn't go our way, and I'm not happy about any of it. I mean, we lost by 21 points. We ended up getting beat pretty bad in a game that we were kind of in. But the defense couldn't stop them. And the offense couldn't get anything going really either. I mean, again, they gave us hope. Kittle scores a touchdown. We're down by 5. It seems, okay, maybe we can make something happen in the fourth quarter. Then we don't. We give up another McCole Hardman touchdown and then give them 2 more points and then give up more points. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm disappointed. I'm extremely disappointed in the team. I don't know how they're going to be the rest of the way. If we can somehow pull off something like we did last year, where we turn it around and get into the playoffs, that would be great. yeah, I mean, the Rams are on a bye, so they didn't lose or win another game, but they didn't lose anymore. They didn't help us in any way, and the Seahawks won and are in first place. Uh, I mean, yeah, we could still get back in first place, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem right. I mean, we trade for Christian McCaffrey, great, wonderful, and he did well for the time he played. I mean, he was only there for like 2 days, and he managed to do something and learn something and get a few plays in there and get some yardage, catching, running. I mean, he didn't play a lot. I think he played like about 21 snaps, I believe they said on the TV. Which, I mean, for somebody who barely been there, that's pretty good. I mean, I expect more next week because he's going to get a full week practice now. And he's going to learn even more. If he can learn as much as he did in a couple of days, I can only imagine how much he's going to pick up in a week of practicing, actually, running certain. Maybe we can, come up with some plays for him or something to run, you know, in the next game against the Rams before our bye week, and then on our bye week, he can learn even more. And possibly when we come back from the bye, we can really utilize him. But yeah, I mean, he did well enough. I even seen a little snippet of they talked to him with the press, and he was talking about he needs to do better. And I mean, I don't know what more he could have done personally, especially since he only played 21 snaps. I mean, a lot of people were saying, why did we stop putting him in or going to him? I mean, probably barely knew much. I mean, I don't know if we could have done much. Plus, we got down after a while, and it almost became, what's the point? But I feel in a next week or this week, I should say, and maybe in a couple of weeks after the bye, yeah, we can definitely utilize them a lot more than we have. Will we? I don't know. Sometimes they don't use people who you expect them to use. But yeah, it's depressing. I'm still depressed. I'm still not happy about it. And yeah, I mean, we lost. What else can I say? I don't think there's much else I could say. I mean, I don't know. I'm just I hate when we lose. When you're a fan like me, you're always I'm not a casual fan. I'm not like my mom. She's a Jets fan. Her team loses, she goes, "Oh, they lost. Oh well." Doesn't interfere with her in any way, shape, or form. She's just a fan, but casual, I guess you could say. I mean, she roots for them, of course, but she's not going to get upset when they lose. She also doesn't get overly excited when they win either. So, I mean, that's how some fans are. I'm not one of them. I've unfortunately been the type of fan that gets very emotional, the type of fan that jumps up and screams and gets loud when things don't go our way. And although recently I have to say, I've been I've been cheering for the good plays. I've been clapping or go this person when he does something good. I think the only time I yelled anything in this game was the when McCaffrey had a nice run. Most of the time I just clapped. But it's getting to the point now where when stuff just starts going wrong, I just become numb and I just sit there and I don't I don't even really yell anymore for the bad stuff. I'm kind of just like, "Mm." I mean, I might be like, uh, that was a hold or that was something, but most of the time I'm like, I just sit there. I'm just kind of like numb, and I'm just sitting there with my arms crossed, and I'm just like not happy about it. It's pretty much what I do now. Whenever anything goes wrong, I don't I don't yell as much. At least I haven't recently. Maybe if it was a close game, maybe. I don't know. Because I found myself arms crossed and kind of angry when we were down by one, which technically is a close game. But I don't know. But uh, normally I'm pretty emotional. I definitely yelled when the safety happened because I'm like, again? And to just give them more points. I mean, they didn't need help getting points. They were scoring quite well. and it need our help. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I hope this isn't any indication of what they're going to be going forward. I hope they figure it out, especially against the Rams, because another win against the divisional opponent will help. And hopefully after that, they go into the bye, they figure out some more stuff, and they come back from the bye and they, I don't know, rattle off a bunch of wins and make this a better season than what it's looking like currently right now as we speak. But this team, you never know. So there's that. I don't really have a lot to say, and I don't really want to spend a whole lot of time on here. I mean, like I said last week, this is meant to be quick. This is supposed to be a quick recap. Problem is, I'm not really remembering what's happening or taking any notes, so I don't really have anything to bring up. I mean, there were some bright spots and there were a lot of bad things, but I don't really have anything specific to talk about that I can remember or any notes that I've taken. It's getting to the point now when I'm watching a game, I'm so paying attention to the game that I'm not even doing anything else, and I'm not paying attention in the way like this guy's doing good, or oh, this is bad, I need to remember this, or taking any notes or anything. I'm just not anymore. I just watch now. I'm still gonna come on here every week and I'm still gonna talk. If it's a win, I'm gonna be happy about it, and if it's not, then I'm gonna be like this, and this is kind of how it's gonna be. If I remember to grab some stats or something and pull them in and show them on here, I'll do that. And if I don't, then this is probably what you're going to get from me. It is what it is. I just don't. A lot of times when we lose, I just don't know what to say. And I'm still not fully over it. So it doesn't help. Also, if anybody that watches this watches Wayne Breezy, his channel got hacked and now he has to make a new one, and that's terrible. And prayers up, and hopefully Breezy gets his stuff back, because that's too much work. I mean, over 5,000 subscribers plus YouTube members. I mean, he basically told us all to cancel our subscription for now until he can get it back or gets the new one up to snuff where he can get them on there. But it's just terrible. All right, guys. I mean, that's it. It was terrible, and we better do something to improve. That's it. So, peace and stay woke. Thank y'all.